Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome to another bikepacking adventure. Although it's not a bikepacking adventure, it's a group ride today. Starting here in Lincolnshire Wolds. It's just up the road literally. This is Dog Kennel Woods, where I spent the night here on the ground with my tent, not bivvying, and it did rain on and off during the night. And so that means probably I'm going to get wet in the next couple of hours. As you can see, more of us turned up. There's 6 of us right now. And literally as we left the car park, it started to rain. Yeah, so my GPS, it says it's 87 kilometres this ride, 54 miles, cafe stop, other side of the Lincolnshire Wolds, which we'll be really looking forward to because we'll all be drenched by that point. Yeah, there's a few of us come out this morning. It's a bit wet though, isn't it? Only the brave. Brave and the stupid.
Not great, is it?
No.
Oh well. It's a ride.
And I've just been chatting with Tony up front. Travelled all the way from Essex. How far was that? It must have taken about 3 or 4 hours this morning. He would have been up super early. And I've got Tom Stringer at the back. He's off in the distance. We're waiting to catch up a little bit. And John just behind me. Give us a wave, John. Just coming up to the Belmont transmitter as we speak, and it's shrouded in low cloud. And someone just turned the shower level up a little bit. John, when you get to the top, just stop at the top, will you? Yeah, or slow down so you can keep moving still, yeah? Yeah, so the rain's probably a little bit heavy at the moment. So we've got Tom Stringer, whose channel you may or may not seen. He's not been doing it that long. I'll speak to him a little bit later on, find out what his plans are for next year. Check that out. It's actually a card. I thought it was a graphic. So we just got to the top of Manor Hill, waiting on Tom, and he's just riding along with Rob. Rob's looking forward to getting to Audax next year, so that's why he come along. But Jez has done his first 200 early this year. So I'm just riding alongside Jez at the moment. How are you finding the ride?
Wet, very wet. We must be mad.
We are, aren't we?
No, it's good fun. It's nice to be out and to finally meet you. So it's all good. Yeah.
Thank you. And you've kind of your first venture into the Wolds as well, isn't it? You've not been in the Wolds.
No, not been around here at all, ever. So it's a nice ride. I think 50 miles, something like that.
Yeah.
So, like I say, a bit of a shame on the weather, but don't make any difference really. It's a ride.
That's it.
Yeah.
Looking at the wind's died down a bit as well, because yesterday it was a nightmare, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So now it's just a bit of heavy rain.
I think we're pushing into it a little bit at the moment, but by the time we turn at the bottom, we've got it.
That's
back,
it.
so.
Yeah, we've got a cafe stop to look forward to as well. Coming up to Tetford Hill, and there's a great view coming up on the right. I was hoping we was going to stop at, but not in this weather. Remember rightly, we're going down Tetford, is that right? I don't know, can't remember. But we'll be going past the thatched cottage at Old Bag Enderby. But up here, pretty tricky the weather at the moment. It's a nice crosswind. Watch out for hobbitses. Come through Bag Enderby, and it's a few flooded roads around here right now. Heaven seemed to have opened. So there's a thatched cottage coming up in a little while. And somewhere there's like a circular little hobby. Look at these puddles. Yeah, there's like a circular house on the corner, white building, thatched cottage. I can't remember who it is. If we see it, it'll be by accident. I will need to have a, if I rerun this ride again later in the year or next year, I'll try and include it. I missed it. Thatched cottage. I missed it. I wanted to get it in. So just reaching a cafe stop. Not sure the name of the village. We've just gone through Harrington. And I say a cafe shop because I'm hoping JJ's is open. If not, it'll be Rachel's Cafe. And if that's not open, we'll go to Horncastle and just one bike. It's always important to have options. Well, finger crossed, one will be open this end. Weather has been miserable, but we've kept ourselves chatting to each other, cheering each other up. Yeah, what we can do about it, we're going to get creamed on that one. We're already wet already, aren't we?
Yeah, can't get any wetter.
So we're just about to brave the elements. I don't know how well on camera you can see, but it's pretty wet. Oh, really, Tom?
Good. I'm glad I got my waterproofs on, or else I'll be safe being wet.
I did say it was wet. This turned into a pretty epic ride.
I should have brought my swimming trunks. Where's my goggles?
So we're just coming up to the kind of the highest point of this return back to Market Raisins. So it's all downhill from here, and hopefully give another 20 minutes. I think the rain will have stopped. He hopes. But we're all having a good time. There's plenty of smiles today, despite everything. So I'm going past Bourne Motors in Winsby. Funnily enough, not in Bourne. So coming up right to the top of this part of the Lincolnshire Wolds. Happy days. I've got some smiles behind us there. Alright, John. And it looks like a genuine smile as well, you know. It's not trying, you're not trying too hard. So we're about to come into Horncastle now. Have you been to Horncastle before, John? Many times, yes. I bet. Yeah. So if JJ's was closed, was going to go to one more bike shop. Right. In the high street. That's a nice little cafe.
Oh, yeah. I must admit, I'm not one for stopping over here. You know when I'm on the oars?
Yeah.
Tell me ride, that's it basically.
What's he doing up front there? What's he doing? If you ever fancy joining in my group rides, I'll try and get something else sorted. I don't know if it'll be this year or next. And I'll try and book the weather as well, because this is pretty biblical. This is very rainy. This is something you don't see every day of the year. So just heading down into Horncastle now. Meander around to Langton Hill, go up there and drop down towards Meanting, Goutby. Oh, and Adam Watkins. A few people have been looking out for piles of dirt as well. We've not seen any 5G towers. We keep looking, but we're not seeing any yet. I think we're too far north for 5G. How many times have you been out on a bike ride and it starts to come towards an end and blue skies? Look, sun's coming out. Ride's nearly over with. I say nearly over, we've got about 20 miles to go, I think. Let me know down in the comments below. I want to hear some stories. What's your most memorable ride in the last 12 months? And was it weather related, or terrain, or was it just a really nice holiday? Love to read your stories. Tell me what you think about today's ride as well. Would you ride in this kind of weather? Have you enjoyed it, Tom?
I'm enjoying it. It's actually quite different, isn't it, with this wet rain?
It is, isn't it? It's not cold. It's not cold rain. It's
warm rain.
Pleasantly nice, pleasantly warm.
Very good. I think you should do more sort of supper rides like this one. And yeah, it was alright. But to be fair, it's not a scratch on the cold stuff or a fair video on it. Yeah.
The wind's got up now. Now it's started clearing, or beginning to clear. But look at these trees now. Well, they came past here maybe a week ago, and they're turned into browns and auburns and coppers, and then any other sort of brown pigmentation you can think of. Just need somebody who's really into their trees to come and join on some of these rides to perhaps educate us a little bit.
Do you know of anyone?
It's been pretty good going, really, considering we've done all this distance. There's 6 of us out here today. Little bubbly clouds. Thankfully that's been and gone. Beautiful tailwind now, taking us all the way back to Raisin. And then I've got about 2.5 hour cycle back home after this. I don't think I'll be doing any sort of detouring. I'll be going straight home, I think. On a ride like this, a bit wet, weather's a bit miserable. I don't know how you managed it, John, but the colours of your jacket have somehow sunk into your socks. How have you managed that?
All the way.
So back at the car park, we've had a great ride, haven't we, everyone?
Yeah, been good. Very good.
Yes, Richard.
Yes.
Don't sound convinced.
It was great, absolutely great. Thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah, but despite all the rain, we've all had a good time, so it's great to see you. Great to see people. So Tony all the way from Chelmsford. Jez has travelled all the way from Nottingham. Yeah. Wow. Louth, Lincoln. Where did you come from, Robert?
Near Skipton.
Skipton, Yorkshire.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.
Or else.
Yeah.
Or else.
Plenty of finger pointing.
And don't forget to buy him the coffee as well.
You enjoyed it then, Tom?
I've
Yeah. What was the highlight?
Pissing down with rain was just the best bit. Actually, it sounds awful, but it was really, really good though.
It added a lot of character to the ride, didn't it?
I think it defined the ride, I think the word is.
Yeah. Do you know, as we left the cafe and was going up that little hill, the road turned into a bit of a...
It was a bit of a
river there, wasn't it?
It was going up.
Yeah.
Going up, I thought we're in a river.
And then it turned into a ford.
A big one as well. I did enjoy that hill because it warmed me up quite nicely.
Yeah, we needed that straight after the cafe, didn't we? It was
good. No, really good ride. I really, really enjoyed it.
excellent. So that's the ride over with. About to head off home now. It's about 2-3 hours. I'm not going to film that. I'm just going to end the video here. So yeah, Lincolnshire Wolds ride. We started here in Market Raisin. Went up the main road here. Started along this edge, up some roads across here to Donington Bain, right down the hill, all the way up to the Manor Hill, all the way down the Bluestone Heath Road to Belchford, kind of around here. JJ's at Hagworthingham, yeah, and past Snipedale's Country Park, all the way across there to Horncastle, and I'm getting distracted by the River Bain there, and loads of back roads all the way through here, through the woods there actually, past the racecourse, and finally here at Willingham Woods. It's been a good ride, really enjoyed it, and I'm surprised 5 other people actually bothered to turn up in the pouring rain and get drenched and still enjoy it. Plenty of smiling faces all around. So in my eyes, despite the numbers, that is still a successful ride, and I really had a good time. Right, better move. 3 hours, maybe 2.5 to get back home to Kroll, and it'd be nice to get back before it gets dark. So I'm going to get skedaddle, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, bye bye.